And I think we're live. It's Monday. It's 9 o'clock Central European time. So good whatever time of day it is, wherever you are. And welcome to the Digimode Monday stream. I'm Morton, LB0 Fox India as usual. And today we're going to have a look at, well, every mode I do is kind of different. But today it's images over radio, SSTV. Never really done it. I just did one QSO to start earlier today, just to check it out. Managed to do one QSO, so I'm kind of excited and kind of scared of doing this live. But if you're out there, please let me know in the chat. And as you can see down here, if you want to support my channel and don't want to buy one of my antennas, you think those are too expensive or just anything, you can buy me a coffee there. It's $5 a cup, and any amount will do. It'll help running the channel. Running a YouTube channel is not cheap. But enough about that. I'm not going to bug you with those things anymore. So have any of you guys in the chat any experiences with SSTV? Have you tried it? Let me know. Anyway, I'm doing this in Ham Radio Deluxe. There is a free application to do SSTV. It is called MMSSTV, as far as I know. But I really didn't get that to work. And as I can see here, I need to adjust a little bit in my window here to get everything to fit like that. I couldn't get it to work with my radio. So don't really know how that works. And it's an old application. The last version was released in 2010, so that means that the last version was released 12 years ago. So I'm doing this in Ham Radio Deluxe, and Ham Radio Deluxe, as probably most of you guys know, is not free. And my goal with these streams is to use free and preferably open source software, so it's easy for you guys to check it out. But, and I see my pointer is not showing, but if you see to the middle of the screen there, there is a little bit of where you received the picture. And I got a couple of pictures lined up to send once I got a free spot. I'm just going to try to call CQ as usual. And I got some error messages from YouTube here. So please let me know in the chat if you get the stream or not. Hopefully you do. I did get those the last time I streamed as well, about not having enough bandwidth. But I guess you guys saw the stream last time, and I managed to stream, and the preview window on YouTube works. So hopefully this works. And I figured as much as the signal or the RST reports in SSTV as the CW kind of signal reports, such as 599. I have no way of judging what is what. I guess it comes down to the picture quality. Have any of you guys done SSTV before? Please let me know. And there are people calling here. And then you have all those. I'm just going to see if I can get my pointer to show. It says that it's supposed to show my pointer here. So, yeah, there we go. Now you can see my pointer. And there are several modes. And as far as I've understood, Ham Radio Deluxe figures out what mode you use when you receive a picture. So let's try to line up a CQ message here. I got some pictures set up. You've probably seen this picture before. Although I got to edit this a little bit. You can't see it because there's something with OBS that doesn't show the pop-up window. But I'll just change the top text to CQ. and press OK. So we're ready to send as soon as we got a free spot. And I can see that Dan here has done SSTV once in a while. I do have some preview issues here though, so I'm not sure if I'm going out or not. Just let me see here. Let me try to reload and see what happens. Yeah, apparently I am going out. So it seems to be working. Sorry about those technical issues. I live out in the countryside and my internet connection is over 4G. So it's sometimes a little bit unstable. Never mind. Not going to let the technical issues ruin the stream. Let's see if we can find a clear spot to send CQ. It looks like it's quiet now. So I'm going to hit transmit here. And we're going out with about 60 watts here. And I don't know how far this reaches. If it reaches any further on than Europe, probably not. I don't think SSTV is the DX kind of mode. But let's see if anyone gets back to us after we've sent this picture here of my shack. And as Dan says, you've tried SSTV a couple of times. So have you got any tips? Do you use Ham Radio Deluxe or do you use SSTV? Let me know, and we could try to get a discussion up and running about that. I'd really like to get SSTV up and running because it's free. And Ham Radio Deluxe is a costly piece of software. I think it's about $50 per year. And as you can see, it takes a while. I'm obviously transmitting in, let's see if I can get my pointer back. I'm transmitting in what's called Martin 1. And I don't really know the difference between all those protocols. And Dan uses MMSSTV. And Dan, how did you manage to get it set up with your radio? I've tried it with a couple of Yaesu radios and with the 7300 that I use now. And I haven't been able to set that up. And you don't use it enough, so yeah. Never mind. We got our first picture sent here. And I'm going to turn the audio up on the radio so you can hear probably through the mic when it arrives. Or if we get a reply. We don't know that yet. Let's see what happens. And it's kind of scary going live with software that you really haven't used before. But that's kind of the point about this, because this is for me to expand my my ham radio universe, to try new and different things. And yeah, Dan, you haven't had any trouble with config. Yeah, you're probably lucky. But I did notice once I switched to the ICOM 7300, a lot of software became easier to set up than with my Yaesu radios. Honestly, don't know why. Let's see. There is something happening here. Although I have... Yeah, there's a picture or something coming through here. Let's see if we can decode that good enough to see. 45 Auto asked if there's a beacon system that tells you how far your SSTV signal travels. Well, there is a tab in PSK Reporter for it, but I haven't seen any people reporting there. So that's the issue with it, and that's the issue with some of the Digimodes, that you don't really know how far you travel. With FT8 and similar, you actually know where you're spotted, so that makes it a little bit easier. And speaking of FT8, I participated in the ARRL Digimode contest this weekend. which was good on Saturday with halfway decent conditions, but on Sunday I only managed Europe. So after 100 QSOs in the log, I called it quits. So I'm probably not gonna get a high placement there. And let's see if I can get a call sign from this picture that I am receiving now. Doesn't look like it. Then it kind of makes it hard to know how far you travel as well. And Dan says he haven't seen any activity in PSK Reporter for SSTV ever. No, neither have I. And when I just selected SSTV as the mode, I couldn't really, I didn't see anyone spotting. So that makes it difficult to know. And see, that is Tango Alpha something, and not really sure where that is. Tango Alpha is. Does anyone know where Tango Alpha is? I didn't get the complete call sign before it disappeared here. But we'll try calling CQ again once it quiets down, and it is. So let's see what happens. And I'll call CQ and see if that helps. I can actually fire up PSK Reporter so we can see if anyone are spotting there. Let me just get a tab here and see. And I'll switch over so you can see it as well. And we'll go by mode. And you can, of course, not see this because of the way it's set up. But let me see if I can find... I found SSTV here earlier. There we go. Click go. And see what happens. No, there aren't any spotters on PSK Reporter. So that doesn't really help. And 45 Auto said that Tango Alpha is Turkey. So that helps a little bit on knowing how far you can at least receive. As you probably know, I am up here in southern Norway. Turkey's down here. Let's switch back to the SSTV tab and see. And Anton's among us. Good evening, Anton. How are you doing? And are you up and running with SSTV there, Anton? And it's painfully slow. It is literally slow scan TV. Or why is it TV? There's no moving pictures. But sorry about that. Anton's not active on SSTV, but he'll try to get on it. And fun fact, though, while we wait for someone to get back to us on our CQ, if we get anyone to get back to us on the CQ, I went to see the new Top Gun movie earlier today, and I had a kind of a ham radio or a radio moment there. I'm not going to try to spoil anything if you haven't seen it, but there's a scene at the end of the movie where they're trying to get the radio running in a plane, and Maverick says, "Hit the button where it says UHF 2," and I started thinking, well, the airband is not on UHF, and then I kind of realized that the military airband is on UHF. So that is a ham radio moment, good as any. And we'll see how long we run the stream today if we're not able to get any replies. There was some activity earlier today when I tried SSTV, but seems to be quiet when the night comes. Dan saw the Top Gun movie on Thursday night. Yeah, it's a great movie. It's an 80s action movie in a new wrapping, or it's not technically a new wrapping either, because it just follows the clear recipe for an 80s action movie. 45 Auto, no, they did not. They actually didn't get the radio up and running in the plane until a little bit later. But no, they probably did it in AM. As far as I know, military airband is AM as well as the civilian airband. And speaking of airband, I'd really like to get one of those ADS-B receivers up and running. Probably get an antenna for 1090 megahertz, is it, up on the roof, and see if I can receive anything. I played a little bit around with it before I got my license, but haven't played with it since I got my license. So don't really know how well that'll work. The previous antenna I had was on the ground, so it was probably way too low. But just as a fun experiment to see if I can track some air activity. And speaking of activity, there is really no activity going on SSTV today, except for that halfway decent picture from Turkey. And if you look at the received images here as well, there hasn't really been any good pictures received. So I guess band conditions aren't with us, and there's not enough people on. What actually saved me on both the Hallschreiber stream and the Vora AC stream was me posting on Facebook groups just to get people that are doing those mode to participate. I honestly didn't think, look, there's something happening here. Let's see what happens. No, I honestly didn't think about finding an SSTV group on Facebook and posting it. And I don't know if you guys caught my last video about the QRP hack. Speaking of Facebook, where my hack was actually using an amplifier to get more oomph, as I said, out of a QRP radio. And someone called me out on it and said it wasn't, asked what the hack was, because I was doing what was expected from that piece of equipment. In my opinion, it's still somewhat of a hack, though. It lets you go beyond what the QRP radio is meant to do. I also have another QRP kit waiting to be built. I ordered the QDX, and that really, that's a really scary project. Oh, there's actually something I can see here. 45 Auto here, aliens on 14230. Yeah, that's SSTV. But that is not a reply to me. That's a reply to Foxtrot 6 Charlie Sierra, which I couldn't hear. But I guess he's 595 in the UK. So yeah, it's a different kind of mode, and it seems like most people here are using MMSSTV. There's a little bit of a watermark up here, and I'm not. So might be easier to reply. Might be it might be some kind of hotkeys or something regarding that mode. In the piece of software. But as I said, I couldn't get it to work with my radio, and I'm kind of limited on time nowadays. That's the reason why it's been 3 weeks since my last stream as well. I'm on the end of one job and moving on to another, and family takes its time. Summer is coming, so I didn't really have enough time to really look into SSTV. But anyway, as slow as this is going, guys, which Digimode that people are not using should we try next week? And Anton says he received a complete different image from the same guy, or just a completely different image, Anton. because that might give us an indication on how far and how well SSTV travels. My opinion is that it probably doesn't travel too far. It is a complicated mode, and there's a lot of information transferred. And even though it's slow in a relatively short piece of time, so in order to receive that, either the propagation must be good, or you probably shouldn't be able to reach that far. And with 20 meters, there is a limited, depending on the skip though, usually one hop from here is pretty much down to Italy. Dan asked if I tried VAR AC. Yes, I have. I actually did a stream on that it's probably a month or two back. If you check out my videos, it's in there. And that was actually a really, really fun stream. I've been doing a little bit of VAR AC after that. Not too much. I kind of do Digimodes when I'm doing other stuff, when I can multitask a little bit. So I pretty much end up on FD8. No worries, Dan. You can always go back and see that again. So let's just hear if it looks quiet on the waterfall on the radio. So I'm going to do one last try. I'm going to try with a different image now. No, sorry, Anton. I'm not receiving. I just sent a CQ. So if you're sending, Anton, we might be doubling. I'll try to stay quiet if I don't get any replies to this. Anton stopped. Okay, Anton. Let me know if you receive my picture. And Dan also does FT8 while he's multitasking. 0 receives. So that means that I'm not reaching the Netherlands. And Steiner says he's QRV on SSTV, but 20 meters is not reaching you. No, probably not. And I probably should have done my homework, but I don't know what the calling frequencies for SSTV is on 40 meters. I could Google that really, really fast just to see if we can get a QSO there. Let's see here. If I can get my mouse to cooperate here. SSTV frequencies. Let's see here. And there's something here from Echo Alpha to Zulu. Let's see if he's replying to me. I'll switch back to the SSTV window here so you can see. And let's see, 40 meters is 7.033. No, wait, 7.171 is the European SSTV calling frequency. I'm not even going to try that because 40 meters will probably be really, really quiet, really, really crowded now. Even though Anton says that 40 meters would work fine. Okay, I'm switching over to 40 just to see here. Let's see, 40 meters, and I just got to do some hitting the right buttons on my radio. Set it in the right modes here. See, and it says 7. Now wait, there are several calling frequencies. There is also one on 7040. That should be better because that's down in the Digimode spectrum. See, just get my radio to get there. 7.04. Oh. And we're on 40 now. So I should probably try to call CQ here. Oh, wait, there is something happening here. Let's see what happens. Let's see here. Steiner says 3.730. Yeah, we could try that a little bit later. Let's start 40 first. Then I don't have to switch antennas, which is kind of behind the camera, the lighting, and everything. So I'd prefer if I could stay on this antenna as long as possible. And I'm actually hearing something here. There is both some SSB traffic here and some Digimode traffic. Let's try to find a clear spot here. Okay, Anton, let's see here. 7.044. Is that good for you, Anton? Anton says SSB shouldn't be here. He was transmitting. Yeah. Okay, I'll move down to 7.040 again and see here. Now it's quiet, so we'll see. I'll transmit my CQ here, and we'll see if you can get me there, Anton. Right now, I'm obviously using Scotty 2, which seems to be faster than Martin 1. And if anyone knows anything about these different protocols, please feel free to share in the chat. And I actually did an antenna experiment today. Can tell you a little bit about that while I'm doing this. You've probably seen Tim, Golf 5 Tango Mike's channel on YouTube. And he was talking about that he modeled NFET half wave in a half square form. So I tried that today with NFET half wave cut for 40 meters. That is 20 meters long. I did up 5 meters, across 10 meters, and down 5 meters. And it was kind of interesting results with my totally unscientific test where I switched between my regular NFET half wave in a sloper and this one. And it performed worse on 40 and 20, slightly worse, but it performed a lot better on 15 and 10. It was kind of an interesting experiment. Okay, something happening here. Looks like this is LB0FI, I think. That's probably Anton's coming back to me. It is kind of hard to get everything. I guess that's 535, perhaps. Let's see. But I think that's Anton, so I'll just fill in the log. And that's 535, so I can enter that. And that's the train as well, Anton. Very nice, very, very nice. Let's see here. And I guess that's a, it's not completely readable, so I guess that's a 435 back. Let's see if I can reply by just double clicking. And I just gotta see here. Insert. And sorry that you can't see this window, but like this. Hit OK and transmit. Let's see what happens now. And I guess this... I'm sorry, Anton. I put my call sign instead of yours there. But I got you on stream. So I'll... actually, what I'll do is I'll stop it. And I'll just see here. See if that helps. See if this is the right one. No, that was not the right one. I'm going to try it once again. And if that doesn't work, there are some tags here though. So like that, we should be good. And there we go. Now you should be getting my reply back there, Anton. What would actually be fun at some point, I don't know, if you could join me on stream, because we're usually able to reach each other on 40 meters. So that could be a fun stream with you on one end and me on the other end, and kind of compare results there. We could probably discuss that on Discord. And the Discord server I am talking about is the Toads Discord, which is the friendliest place on the internet for hams. It is, I think it's linked below in this video. If not, it's linked below in some of my other videos. And if it's not, I'll add it to the description when the stream has ended. I can recommend that wholeheartedly. And I guess a lot of the other people on the stream can recommend it as well. So how about it, Anton? Are you receiving my train back? And it's kind of fun though, doing this here and doing it live when you don't know it. There is some activity going on. Anton received my picture. Let's see if it's you replying, Anton. And it's not. It's someone else. Someone saying 575. Let's see who this is. I'll just enter 575 here. And look at that, it stopped. Starts again, though. Well, we're on Toads. No, we could probably do it by a direct message on Discord instead, Anton. Or in the Tubers channel on Toads. It'd be fun to do some kind of a collaboration there. And get both ends of the QSO on stream at the same time. Let's see who is getting back to me. This is kind of fun. What I notice on these streams though is that it starts off kind of slow and then it builds up a little bit. Let's see who this is. Anton sent me, I was not meant to show that on screen. Yeah, thank you, Anton. I'll get back to you. See, that's Lima Alpha 5. I can actually load that automatically into the logger here. And see, that was 575 received. And I guess it's 575 back. Oh, things are starting to go fast now. Okay, I'm just going to check your picture there, Anton, and I'll try to get back to Standard Lima Alpha 5 Lima India Alpha. Oh, there's Bugs Bunny coming through the radio waves, or at least I think it is. And while we're on the topic of pictures through radio, what have you guys seen of pictures? I haven't really checked this out too much, but there is a lot of cartoon characters and pirate ships and everything. Anton's running 80 watts. Yeah, that seems to be working well. And I guess you could probably just put some more power up here on the radio, because I've already logged you, I think, Anton. So, and my radio seems to be stuck in transmit mode. Let's see. That's strange, though, because I received your picture. Okay, yeah. I'll put it up to 80 watts as well. Yeah, that's the Australian Bugs Bunny 45. That's a good one. And I keep getting these YouTube error messages here that my stream is not working properly, but I see you guys comment on the stream, so I guess it is. Let's see if I can get back to Steinar here. If I do this and press OK and transmit. Let's see what happens. And there we go. Buffered once, but that's all. Yeah, I can't really understand it. It tells me my bandwidth is good once I start. What I might do next time, though, is just reset my my modem before I start, and have it to get a new sync to the cell tower, and see if that helps. That's one piece of radio communication that's kind of out of my hands. But let's see if we finish this QSO here with Steinar, and yeah, that should be probably, we're getting close to the 40-minute mark here. So let's do that, and then see what happens. But I'm still open for suggestions for next week's live stream. Which mode should I try then? PSK maybe? Haven't really done that already. Could do any one of those. Please don't say FT8 and FT4. I've done those, so not going to do those again. That did not turn out to be a good mode for streaming. And Steinar, did you get my reply there? Or did everything stop up here? I'm kind of bad at handling multiple QSOs at once. Having a hard time doing that. That sometimes happens on FT8 as well. At least when you're doing a contest. I kind of ended up doing multiple QSOs at once at some point. When you get a pile up, you think you're done, and just move on to the next one. And yeah. And we got a high okay. This is a flashback to the Hellschreiber stream. You should probably look through the stream. Let's see if someone's identifying himself here or not. And this actually is the I'm on TV, or I'm on slow scan TV. This is, I'm excited now to see if there is a signature at the bottom of this picture or not. We got one. I guess we're gonna get one of those for every mode. And actually, the fun thing here is, though, that I've set up SSTV here in Ham Radio Deluxe to send my call sign with CW once the picture is done. This did not, but please, if you're sending anonymous messages like that, please do remember to turn off your call sign. And looks like it says Lima Alpha 5 Lima India Alpha up there. And I'm starting to wonder if it was him the last time as well on Hellschreiber. But we got the "Hi Mom, I'm on TV" moment now as well. So that's good. I could probably do the same though. I don't need to do that so complicated. I can just do it like this, which did not play well with the green screen. And that's a CQ message. Okay, I guess I'm kind of done with the SSTV part for today, which has been really fun. And as I said when the stream started, trying to do ham radio YouTube is not really a cheap hobby, unfortunately. So I've set up Buy Me a Coffee. And you're more than welcome to do that. I'm not going to nag about that too much. But there is a website set up here for that. And I'm also selling my antennas. And I got to click in the Chrome window and not the OBS window for that. I also have my antennas, and I've sold a couple of them, starting to get some feedback, and people seem to be happy with them. So I must have done something right there. And my plan is to expand those and do a linked dipole version as well. But I'm going to let the Coffee and Ham Radio linked dipoles sell first, and then I'm probably going to do mine. But what you can do if you want to make it a linked dipole is you can use these end insulators here and use those as link. As you see, they've already been made to be a linked dipole there. And I haven't really decided if I'm just going to do a linked dipole add-on kit or a complete linked dipole for sale. Might just do a add-on kit for that with more end insulators and some automotive connectors to connect it together with. So I guess that's about it for today's stream. I haven't really gotten any feedback on what you guys want for next week. So please just leave a comment down below when the stream has ended, and I'll look at that. And if I don't get any suggestions, I'll just find a mode. And probably do a little bit more preparation on it. So, thank you for watching, and thank you for participating. We managed to do 2 QSOs today, which is 2 more than I expected, actually. So, thank you, and until next time, 7-3.